So I'll get everyone to go around and introduce yourself and tell us what you do and a little bit about yourself while I eat this.
Sure. I'm Ione. I'm an actress, host. I do voiceover. I create content. And I run a platform called Unified Soul Theory, where we create and share uplifting content with a message. I feel like I have food on my face.
Hi, my name is Clara. I'm from Sweden, and I moved here to LA to pursue a career in singing, acting, and I also do YouTubes, and I'm currently a student too.
Hi, I'm Nita. I'm a musician. I'm a singer, songwriter. I'm a crafty cat. That's what I call myself. I love doing little creative things. I'm from here, but my family is Indian.
Awesome. Okay, so today we're talking about women and men. And I just want to know, how do you guys feel as a woman in this century in this society?
I feel incredibly blessed, actually, because I know that there's a long way to go, and we're all talking about income equality and all that kind of stuff. However, if you think back to 20 years ago, or 30 years ago, or 100 years ago, we've come a really, really long way. And as an actress, I think it's very exciting to be a female of colour in this day and age. And I often think about just how lucky we are as women to be in a society where, you know, we weren't born and had our clitorises removed as young girls, which some societies do to young girls, or, you know, not subject to rape or being sold to a man to be their wife at 12. Like, we don't realise how blessed we are.
I grew up in the society in Sweden. Sweden is kind of very forward thinking when it comes to gender equality and everything. So for me, the fact that a man might be superior than me, that didn't really exist. It was no question that I was as good as any boy. Like my dad used to, when he bought my brother a hockey stick, he also bought me a hockey stick. It was there was no difference between boys and girls. It was very equal, very equal. So when I moved to LA, I kind of learned that the gender inequality, they exist. I knew that they existed, but I had never really seen them so much up close.
I do feel blessed, but at the same time, I understand exactly what you're saying. That to say we feel blessed, we feel so lucky because we aren't being raped, or we aren't experiencing these horrible things that are happening to women. Yes, we are blessed, but at the same time, that should be our right, and it should almost be something we wouldn't notice.
One thing, there was this Dove commercial that I saw, and it was about they'd get girls, and then it'd be you hit a girl, you punch you know what I mean?
Oh,
so
yes,
I feel that that's where the psyche begins, where it's when you're young. Because when I moved to Canada, I had that. I was a very tomboy. I played rugby. I would rough around with the boys, and it was Sia, you're a girl, you can't do that. Sia, and I'm so I was just what? I just never, I didn't get it. I'm okay, so why can't I do that? And what does it mean to hit a girl? I didn't know that there was you know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't know there was a level of this is female hitting, this is male hitting kind of thing.
If people told you that, how did that make you feel? Did it feel
For me,
is something wrong with me, or what am I doing, or how?
See, I'm just a crazy girl that when people told me that, I wanted to hit harder. I'm the type of person that that's what.
I kind of got in a heated discussion with somebody about it. A lot of the reasons why women are not in these positions is not just, we all acknowledge the fact that there's discrimination and that we live in a patriarchal society and men have all these jobs. That's fair enough. But one of the fundamental reasons is women do not push themselves enough to get those roles, because we all take that belief of, I'm a woman, whatever it is, but we are not shoving our face into the room and into the doors and into all these positions like men do.
I feel I'm going through that, being 26, and a lot of my friends are having kids and family, and my dad calls me, he's Sia, when are you going to have a child? When are you going to do? And then I was dude, imagine being a woman where all your friends are like this, and you're oh, I want to be an archaeologist, or I want to be something, but it's I guess I won't do that. I'll just go to school, and it's great being a nurse. My mom is a nurse, but I'll just go to school, be a nurse, have a family. You know what I mean?
I wanted to adopt for a really long time, and I found that has freed me from all of that crap, because I don't have to worry about finding a man or getting old. And so there's no pressure. It's when I'm ready, I'll adopt. And it just takes all that pressure of life stuff, because really it's just you're complete as you are.
Yeah.
Like,
That is so true.
even if you don't get married and have kids, you're a complete, whole, incredible human being.
Yeah.
I have to stand up for our men here because I feel like men also go through that where it's like, why aren't you married? You're in your 40s. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should be providing
Yeah.
for a woman. You should be providing
Do you
for...
think it's like as much as for women though?
I don't...
I think especially here, men feel the pressure to be successful and to be wealthy
Make money.
and have a certain amount of stuff
Yeah.
because that's what's expected of them before a woman would have them. So
Oh,
they have
yeah.
the same types of pressures, but in a different way. I think a lot of men pressures are about, being strong and being able to provide.
Do you consider yourself a feminist?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, you're either a feminist or you're sexist. Somebody says that. Somebody said that.
So then, is there a grade of feminism then? Is there like a...
No, I think it's like, do you think women should be have equal rights and ways of being
okay, I
treated to
hear
men?
that, but I'm saying, I just like, ugh. But you know, like, I feel like some people are like extreme. Do you guys know what? Like,
Yeah,
I feel like some women are like very
Yeah.
extreme, and that's what I'm saying. Is there like, could
I
you?
think there are different, I don't want to say different types of feminism, but there's different interpretations of what feminism is.
Mhm.
And for me, feminism is really all about choice for women. It's not about like, if you want to, walk out in the sexiest outfit, showing skin, and that's what makes you feel good, and that's for you, then go for it. And if you want to be covered head to toe, like just the freedom. That's like what feminism is to me. For women to have the freedom to choose whatever they want.
Feminism having a negative connotation is literally just to put down a woman who's trying to do something and stand
Yeah, I
up.
think
So any time that there's that, and I think that used to happen a lot in like the 80s and the 90s. Oh, you're a feminist? Oh, she's burning her bra. Ugh.